Hello again, everyone. It's Bielen, and this is Casual Conversations, where we have these nice little casual conversations with people that are important to our world. Today, we have a wonderful guest, and it's about Hot Air Balloon Festival in New Jersey, and his name is Howard Freeman, executive producer. Hi, Howard. How are you?
I'm great today. How you doing, Kaz?
Good. So, tell us a little bit of, well, number one, we are definitely having the Balloon Festival this year in New Jersey, correct?
Absolutely. Things are looking up, as we say in the balloon industry. Governor Murphy has opened things up tremendously. There's now 100% occupancy for outdoor festivals. Um, as it goes on and on, we're about, 8 or 9 weeks away from the Balloon Festival. So come July 23rd to 25th, we think it'll be excellent. People are outdoors. We have 744 acres out at Solberg Airport, so there's no problem being socially distanced. And, back in 1918, the last pandemic, which I was not alive for, despite what some people think, right after that, you had the roaring 20s. And I think that's what, just looking at ticket sales now, we're going to have this summer. People just have cabin fever, can't wait to get out. And what better place to celebrate the magic of ballooning than Solberg Airport out in the end of July.
That's right, July 23rd through the 25th, Solberg Airport, Readington, New Jersey, and balloonfestival.com. Is that, where else can people get tickets?
Balloonfestival.com on our app, or they can call 1-800-HOT-AIR-9, which is our office number. But more and more people now want contactless credit card exchanges, and that's, either using your mobile device or your laptop or whatever. More and more people obviously are buying tickets online, and thanks to New Jersey Lottery and their support of this festival, we're looking at a great event this last weekend in July.
So very briefly, Howard, in like a minute or two, tell us, how did this festival come about, and then how did you get involved with it?
Wow, 28 years ago, I got involved, but let's go back 38 years ago. And a guy named Bill Lewis, who was a hobbyist, he was a chemist by nature, but he was a balloonatic like the rest of us. Malcolm Forbes from Forbes Dynasty, and a gentleman from the Courier News at the time, who then went on to found USA Today with Gannett. Said, you know what, why don't we start a little festival? Balloons are coming into vogue here in 1983-ish. They got together with about 10 balloons and supposedly about 100 people out in a truck stop, a Union 76 truck stop out on Route 78. They nicknamed it Balloonsbury for the weekend. And, of those 100 people, I've probably heard from about 5,000 people who said they were there that first year, which
Hey,
is
Howard,
fine.
Howard, guess what?
What?
I was there. Malcolm Forbes, motorcycle balloon.
You
I
were
was
one
there.
of the
Castle.
one of
Yeah,
the
I was there.
100. Okay, now it's 5,001. But I believe you. I believe you, Cass. Anyway, the balloon festival grew, came to Solberg Airport, got to about 20,000 people and maybe 25 hot air balloons.
Yeah.
And through a fortuitous meeting of myself and my partner and the aforementioned, unfortunately, late Bill Lewis,
Yeah.
we were able to take over and purchase the festival in 1993. It was our first year. We got involved with Quick Check for 27 years before they were recently purchased by a company in Arkansas. We produced it to the point where now it's the largest summertime balloon and music festival in North America, right at, in between Flemington and Somerville. And we've added music, we've added other sponsors. And one of the sponsors, the New Jersey Lottery, that's been with us for about 20 years or more before that as a supporting sponsor, stepped up when our former title left, and now they are the title sponsor. And they're going to replace the convenience store that used to be on site with something called Lottery Land, which people I think are going to find a lot of fun. It's a 2-story structure where you're going to be able to play Quick Draw, which is a keynote type game. You'll be able to play Cash Pop, which is a game where you have to just call a number, pick a number between 1 and 15. So that's pretty easy. And then next to their big Lottery Land, within Lottery Land, they're going to have a Cash Pop emerging artist stage where we're going to highlight New Jersey artists throughout the day. There's going to be DJs giving out all kinds of prizes. And then obviously next to, on the other side, you're going to be able to buy some lottery tickets and win. I think right now the Mega Millions is up to 468 million. So truly this summer, Kaz, anything can happen in Jersey.
That's true. Anything can always happen in Jersey. So let's take a look at some. You walk. We're going to show some footage and past balloon festivals and kind of describe what you'll be seeing here because I think it's really worth showing to people better than talking about it and looking at pictures above us there. It's best to show them. So let's take a look at this footage right now. And oh, done. Okay, let's check that out. So tell
That's
us.
our new logo. Our first time people are seeing our new logo because obviously we didn't have the festival last year. This is one of our media ascensions. There you see the Pepsi hot air balloon. That's a unique photo panda, all of which will be back. This year we'll have our signature balloon is actually going to be the New Jersey Lottery Summer Days, which is a big sun balloon. And this, what you're seeing here is the magic of ballooning. Last year was the 50th anniversary of New Jersey Lottery, so we did a Facebook event, live event with that cake balloon. Bimbo has been a sponsor. They have a huge white bear. And, over 1,500 people take hot air balloon rides during the weekend. People tell us it's the most fun you can have standing up. It's just a great experience. People can go on balloonfestival.com and check out a balloon ride. When you come to the festival, you can do a tethered ride, which is $20. You go up about 25 or 50 feet and you experience the magic of ballooning without going up and away. You can take a balloon ride today with many of the pilots that live in Huntington and Somerset County. And you'll see, beautiful scenery and horses below and things like that. But at the festival, where you have 100 balloons, if you're in the middle of that, you'll see 50 in front of you, 50 behind you of all different sizes and shapes. This year we have a unicorn balloon, we have a sloth, we have all different sizes and shapes. So that's a walk balloon where kids can go inside the balloon. And, everybody says to me, where can you take a family where it's going to be safe, it's going to be socially distanced, and it's going to be family friendly. There's Pat Benatar, who we had a couple of years ago, another one of our artists. Look at the crowds at the concert stage. That was in 2019. We had Mike Love and the Beach Boys, which was a huge concert. We've had the Beach Boys a bunch of times. This year we have Styx on Sunday. And in fact, Styx is outselling the Beach Boys right now. That's Lori Berkner, who's a kids entertainer. She's been called the Adele of the preschool set or the Sheryl Crow of the Sippy Cup. There's the amusement rides that we have for kids. On Saturday night, we have Bare Naked Ladies. Friday night, God, I can't even keep up with this, but Friday night we have Balloons, Tunes, and Booms. The balloons go up at 6:30. The concert's at 8, and then at 9:30 is the fireworks. Here on Saturday night we have Bare Naked Ladies presented by the New Jersey Lottery, and then right after we have the Balloon Glow. Here you see the 5K. God, there's a lot of stuff. The festival's 39 hours in total that we're open, and we program every single hour. This is the Running with the Balloons 5K, part of our Health and Wellness Day. There you just saw yoga. Pilates is part of it. Here, once again, is the kids' rides. That's a balloon demonstration. We've had over 15 people in the past get engaged. Here's a gentleman getting engaged with all their friends involved, waiting, watching that. There's certainly something for every member of the family, and that's why we, have record crowds of 150,000 and up each year.
No, that's amazing. Sorry to make you go through that so quick, but it gives people a sense that there is so much you have to offer at the New Jersey Festival Balloon.
Kaz, we say more than just hot air, and I know that just sounds like a slogan, but as you can see, I talk pretty fast, and I couldn't keep up with all the activity, and that was probably 40% of what we're going to have out there this year. So if you want to be socially distanced, if you want to get out in the great outdoors, if you've had cabin fever, July 23rd to 25th, New Jersey Lottery Festival Ballooning. Things are looking up.
So let's go over. So Friday.
Yeah. Our doors open at 1:00 to the general public. We, have had a tradition the last couple of years of having a kids entertainer. She's great for the preschool set, as I said before, Lori Berkner. At 1:00 or even at 12:30, people start lining up with their strollers, and there's a mad dash from the main gate to the stage of all these little kids and their families, because what else are they going to do on a Friday in the summer, to see Lori. Lori is not only a great singer, but she's a kind of a storyteller and has all kinds of props. And these kids lift up. She's got a dinosaur song. They lift up a dinosaur hat. It's kind of like for adults, if you saw Rocky Horror Picture Show.
They have. Where's your dinosaur hat? I was expecting you to
Uh,
pop one up there. I didn't got
you know,
balloons
I will
behind
have
you
it
there.
next time. I didn't realize where this was going, but I promise I will. I'll have that next time. No props today. Just
It's
just
fun.
just
Balloon
balloons.
Festival is so much fun. I've been there so many years, and every time there's something new, something exciting, and I see families go out there and kids and adults, and it's just something for everyone. I'm so glad it's back. Let's take a look at
As are
more.
we. And you know what? People who are cooped up with little kids during, unfortunately, the
Yeah.
pandemic the last year, take them out, go see Laurie Berkner. Then on Saturday night, we have one of my favorites, Bare Naked Ladies. It's presented by New Jersey Lottery. Their big song, as you probably know, is If I Had $1 Million. You know, we're talking to them to try and change that to If I Had $1 Billion, because Powerball and Mega Millions have been getting up that high lately. And
That's true.
like I said, anything can happen in Jersey. So Bare Naked Ladies are always a lot of fun. And the signature event of any balloon festival on Saturday night happens to be the Balloon Glow, where we line up a bunch of balloons around the stage. They light up like Christmas in July or
Like
Japanese
that?
lanterns. That's fireworks
Fireworks.
on Friday night. Come on, get it together here. Um, that's
Trying to
after the
distract you.
concert
That's
on
all.
Friday night. Saturday night, as I said, is the balloon glow, which I think you have some footage of. But last time we had Bare Naked Ladies in 2011, actually, and they started changing the words to some of their songs. That's how
Uh-huh.
good they are. When they saw at the time we had a American flag balloon, we had all these different balloons,
Yeah.
and they started making up lyrics to that. So I'm sure they'll have something great for the New Jersey Lottery Summer Days balloon, for the unicorn, for the sloth, and for the unique photo pin, and all the different special shapes that we'll have out there. So I happen to, they're a personal favorite of mine, Bare Naked Ladies, so it'll be pretty cool. In fact, to give you a quick aside, back
Oh,
to Bare Naked Ladies, when we had them in 2011, I have a 75-year-old neighbor, and he said, "Wow, I saw your advertising. Do you really have Bare Naked Ladies out there?" I said, "Yeah." He goes, "Can you really do that?" He goes, "Are they really bare naked?" I'm like, "Joe, not only aren't they bare naked, they're not even ladies." He goes, "Well, isn't that false advertising?" So I said, "Were the Beatles insects?" I mean, come on. So we
I
have a
like
little
that
fun with
one.
bare naked ladies. And then on Sunday, we have Styx, who, come sail away, lady, babe, Domo Ragato, Mr. Roboto. And as I said, if you want to go to Styx, I would get on balloonfestival.com and buy VIP tickets early, because that's skewing ahead of the Beach Boys year over year. And the Beach Boys sold out a couple of weeks in advance. So don't get caught, without tickets to that. And then there's kind of an amphitheater effect and a hill that goes up from the VIP seats. So GA tickets, the concert is also included. Sit on the hill, have a Miller Lite or a Leinenkugel or a Stella Rosa wine or any of our products out there. Have a Kettle One and lemonade. But there's obviously plenty of food, plenty of beverages, and plenty of water to keep you hydrated. I can't wait for July. You got me getting excited now. I may
Hey,
have to go
Howard.
buy tickets, and I know people.
Howard, I've been to the festival many times, and it's truly one of those amazing worldwide events I think people have to attend, and people do come from around the world.
They
How
do.
would you describe Balloon Festival in a couple words or a sentence or two? I'm going to put pressure on you, but to someone who's never been there, like, how would you describe it?
It's a family-oriented celebration of the magic of ballooning. We say you won't believe your skies. You know, it, I've said it's a Sara Lee event because nobody doesn't like ballooning. But when these balloons, especially in the morning, I mean, to me, the best time to come is Saturday or Sunday morning. These balloons start out in a bag, maybe a 4 foot by 5 foot bag, and all of a sudden they're laid out on the ground. The pilots take a fan just like you would have in your attic if you have an old fan.
Yeah.
They just blow regular air into the balloon. When it starts looking like a light bulb or a balloon, they then use the propane in their basket, much like your backyard barbecue, and they heat the air inside the balloon. When the air inside is hotter than the air outside, second grade physics principle, hot air rises, and when they all start going up in the air, 100 balloons all at once, and I've seen it, for 28 years, we've been doing this around the country, and we even did a balloon festival in Inner Mongolia, China. But the hair on my arm still stands up. I
Yeah.
still get goosebumps being in the middle and just watching that. And that's a thrill, you know. And I tell people, when my son was young, I used to take him to the circus, the three ring circus. And after a while, I would stop looking at the three rings and I would look at him just to see that gleam in his eye and sparkle on his face. And that's what I do at the balloon festival. And that's what I tell parents to do. You know, early in the morning, get the kids out there and then look at them looking at the balloons. And when you see that, you know, after everything that's happened with the pandemic and unemployment and all these terrible things the last year, year and a half, to see that joy on their face and on your face, that to me is what I'm personally looking forward to. And, you know, as I said, things are looking up where there's light at the end of this tunnel, and we all deserve it. You know, everybody deserves around the world to come out of this healthy, vaccinated. Hopefully everybody's getting vaccinated. I'll put in a plug there, and get outside and enjoy yourself. And that's what this summer, I think, is going to be a celebration of. And certainly the festival, the Balloon Festival, will add to that.
No, I can attest. It's so much fun, excitement. There's something new every single time. I mean, talk about things that people can do besides get tickets. They can go on flights, correct?
They can take a tethered ride. They can take a up and away ride. They can go shopping. There's a ton of crafters you can see in the background here. You know, I happen to be a Jet fan, a Net fan, and a Met fan, and one of our crafters who makes those beautiful balloons, she sews them, a woman out of Massachusetts. You know, there's crafters with beautiful artwork, with sculptures, with jewelry. There's experiential things you can go on, whether it's Geico or any of our other things. There's people sampling different items. For kids, as I think I mentioned before, there are amusement rides. The average stay at the festival is 7.5 hours, and people tell us they had to come back a second day because they didn't get to see everything the first day. So, you know, call it a state fair with balloons, call it what you want. There's just a lot of things to see out there. The airport is 744 acres, so you don't have to worry about social distancing. The runway and taxiway are paved, so if you have strollers, it's fine. If you're handicapped, you know, it's easy to get around those areas. There's VIP areas for people who want to experience something a little better. We call it the Blue Sky Club, where the elite come to meet and greet. People come out there to do business. People come out there to entertain clients. We have a ton of companies who are now looking to get out after and thank their people for working remotely all that time. Our phones are ringing amazingly. You know, for people who want to do corporate outings. And what people tell us, you can go to a ball game, but then it's usually the employee and his partner or maybe his friends. But where everybody's so busy, where can you take your family and to entertain? You know, we've had companies do hospitality parties at the festival, and they tell us they have to keep coming back because their clients, you know, their kids say to their clients, you know, Dad, are we going to the festival this year, courtesy of XYZ company? So, you know, it becomes something they do year after year, and it's cool to see the faces year after year. For me, it's really rewarding to see the different T-shirts that people have that they wear from past years, and knowing that you've been coming out there for 20 years plus, Kaz. And we have
Howard, hold on. Speaking of things, I have
oh my God, look at that poster. What year?
2009, I believe.
That's the Beagle. That's the Beagle balloon and the Lover Bees. You know, they experienced love at first flight. Wow, Charlie Daniels, we had that year, Peter Frampton. So, you know, we have a lot of those posters hanging up here in a little better condition than you just showed me that one, but that's all right, Cazual. We'll give you a pass on that.
It's a classic. It's a classic. You know,
it is a classic, and we have classic festival posters for sale each year. So, there's a lot going on out there.
So, Howard, one thing that I'm really happy about is in the past I've gone up in a balloon quite a few times. I've gone in the I think the TBS birthday cake balloon at the time. I've gone.
Which last year became the New Jersey Lottery 50th anniversary balloon. So we're flexible here.
Awesome, classic. But you know, so people can go on rides, correct?
People can go on rides. The balloons, which is interesting, we haven't talked about that. Balloons go up at 6:30 in the morning and 6:30 at night, starting at the festival Friday night. So Friday night, Saturday morning, Saturday night, Sunday morning, and Sunday night. The reason they do that is not because I don't like to sleep. I do, but it's because it's an hour after sunrise, an hour before sunset is when the winds are the calmest. And we need 8 to 10 miles an hour of wind to safely, and we're always going to fly safe. to safely do it. So people can, once again, go on balloonfestival.com or call 1-800-HOT-AIR-9, reserve your balloon ride. They range from I think it's $2.25 or maybe $2.50 on Friday night up to $2.95 on Saturday night. So the morning ascensions are a little less expensive, and then you get tickets. And also for people who may have more budget conscious or who didn't get their stimulus check, don't have that revenge spending that I keep reading about, but people,
Yeah.
I know I didn't spend as much last year. It was nothing to spend it on. How many times can you order from, an online broker?
Right.
But so they can take a tethered ride, which is $20 per person. And you go up, as I said before, about 25 to 50 feet. You look out over the festival grounds, see all the exhibits, and you see what it feels like. And a lot of people say, hey, that's the first run. Second ride, costs you about $250 or $275. And the third one is about $25,000 because people wind up buying a balloon or crewing for a pilot and then getting involved in becoming a pilot. You wouldn't believe how many people have come up to us over the years saying, got my first ride at your festival, whether it was a tethered ride or a ride that went up and away. And then I started crewing for local pilots. I became a student pilot, and look, now I have my own balloon and we'll be flying in the festival next year. So that's really rewarding, and either says something about the magic of ballooning or says that I've been here 28 years. That's a long time.
Howard, speaking of that, okay.
Yes, sir.
How would you describe the balloon festival? Oh, no, I should ask you this question. I don't know if anyone has. Have you ever gone up in a balloon?
Have I ever? I go up as often as possible. I've probably 28 years. I've gone up probably 50 to 100 times, many times with the press, many times taking up people who hadn't been up before. The cool thing about Solberg Airport is you can fly in 360 degrees. So there's wide open horse farms and ranches stuff out there. There are some places you can't land. There's a bison ranch not far from there, but to see the countryside, to see horses running, to see fox running beneath you, to see the estates out by the Forbes estate is really cool. To see the beautiful trees and there's a reservoir nearby, the Delaware River, the Cushatunk Mountains. So
Howard,
but being in a hot air balloon is like being on a 16-story balcony. I used to live over in Edgewater overlooking the Hudson, but here the ground is moving beneath you and you're just totally still. So it's the most fun you can have standing up. Every day, if you're on an airplane, you got to leave at 7:20 in the morning. You're leaving from Newark or whatever. You're going to get, to your destination at 12:45 and, you got to get a car and whatever. Ballooning, it's mellow. The only thing you hear is the whirring of the burn.
That noise, right?
From the propane heating up the inside of the
Howard,
basket.
And the only thing I remember, the other thing up there is the droplets, the condensation goes up, and the hot water, like hot rain, nice hot rain coming down on top of your head. Because being tall, it's like right there. But it's such a cool sensation, and to look out and like basically touching the treetops almost. Some balloons go so close as they come into landing. But I found is when people look up and wonder, and the kids, and they wave to you, and you can wave back to them, and they're screaming and everything. So happy. It's just connecting with people at a different level.
And everybody says, land the balloon here, I'll make you breakfast. There was one time when we were doing a press thing with the Energizer Bunny, which is 160 feet tall. And, the cool thing in the air we were doing it is the shadow looked like the Playboy Bunny at the time. And I'm looking down and people are saying, land here, we'll make you breakfast. And me, being me, I said, well, what about the bunny? He needs carrots. People were coming out of their house with carrots to give to this bunny balloon that they thought was real. And this is at 6 a.m. They're coming out in their pajamas begging us to land there. And then because they know that the balloon would then tether there and kids from the neighborhood would come up. So, just meeting the people that you land with, meeting the people in the balloon. I've been in a balloon when people have gotten engaged. I've been in a balloon when the fiance, the woman turned the guy down, and then we had to fly another 20 minutes before he could land, which was incredibly awkward. I've been in a balloon where someone got engaged, where the guy, went to, he got down on one knee, and then he went to give the girl the ring. He dropped it over the side of the basket. The woman was flipping out. I was flipping out. The pilot was flipping out. And then this guy who was quite the jokester, he goes, no, that was just zirconium. Here's the real one. Now, guys, for some reason, love that story. Women do not love that story. But there's been interesting experiences. There's people who have figured out the way the wind was going. They've mowed into a field, will you marry me? And then had the balloon fly over
Wow.
that. And hopefully for them, the wind didn't, change
Yeah.
directions. So I've flown in Inner Mongolia, China, where we did a balloon festival,
Wow.
landed in the most remote place I've ever been in my life, where I was the first, non-Chinese person that landed there, where people had never seen a balloon. They didn't have running water. They didn't have plumbing. I mean, they didn't have electricity,
Wow.
but they thought this was a giant fire-breathing dragon. So they started praying, and when you get the air out of it, it is hot when it comes out because it's,
Yeah.
that's what heated it. So, I mean, that I could go on forever about that experience, but every balloon ride is different. You never know where you're going to land, how long it's going to take, whose property you're going to land in, what farm, what person's going to give you a great experience. So, no, I can't. Just talking to you, I'm ready to go take another balloon ride. I
Let's
took one
do it.
2 weeks ago, so let's do it. We'll go out next week.
Well, we can do it anytime, but whenever we set up with a pilot, but July 23rd through 25th, 2021. That's this year, people. That's when it's happening for sure,
It's
right?
like 7 weeks, 8 weeks,
Oh,
whatever
yeah.
it is, 9 weeks, whatever. It's last weekend in July, and that time is going to go away really fast.
Yeah.
And it's going to come up really quick. So if our advanced sales to date, and we're not even at Memorial Day or any indication, it would behoove people to buy tickets sooner rather than later. And the ticket price, which is right now only $10 for kids, only $26 for adults, that price goes up on June 21st, and then again on July 21st, the Wednesday before that weekend, until you get the gate price. So if you're interested in going, a family of 4 right now can go for less than $70 probably. I don't know where
Wow.
else you can do that, but you might as well buy tickets early and save the money. So why not?
So where can people get tickets besides balloonfestival.com?
Right now, balloonfestival.com is it. For
Okay.
27 years, we had convenience stores selling tickets, but everybody wants contactless, cashless opportunity.
Yeah.
It's really, they can call 1-800-HOT-AIR-9 if they don't have a computer, but if they don't, I don't know how they're watching this. So good luck with that. But, use your handheld, sign up for our app, go online, balloonfestival.com. All the information is there, all the different ticket opportunities. We have this great VIP breakfast, VIP brunch, where for, I think it's $65 right now or something like that. You on Saturday or Sunday morning, you can be in a VIP area, VIP parking, get an incredible buffet, including, by the way, balloon-shaped waffles and pancakes, an omelet
Wow.
station, a balloonie, which is like a Bellini, but at a balloon festival. That's a great way to watch the festival. That's the Stella Imperial Prosecco VIP brunch, which is a really cool way. And once again, in the morning, it's, this is the end of July in New Jersey, could get a little warm, face the facts, but at 6:30 in the morning for the morning ascension, it's a commitment to get out there. I understand that, but you got little kids, you're not sleeping anyway. So come on out. And the sun is just rising over the Cushatunk Mountains. When you
Yeah.
see those balloons coming out of their bag and starting to inflate, the sun is coming up. It's perfectly quiet. It's a spiritual experience, Kaz. It really is.
Howard,
And once again, that's my favorite time.
Howard, I've been there quite a few times at that hour. I remember the balloon going up in a balloon. The dew is like, there's like a mist, the dew over all the grounds. It's sort of like going through the clouds, but from the ground. And then if you get high enough, you're going through the clouds again. And it's
Well,
just an
the
amazing feeling to
FAA
be up there.
dictates that we need to get, certain some like 3 miles of visibility before you do that. But yes, it is wild in the morning. It is, as I said, that's my favorite time. I mean, there's not as much traffic. It's not as hot out yet. You could be back at your own house at your pool by 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
And as a matter of fact, you can go to your house, go to sleep, go to a hotel, go to sleep. We'll stamp your hand before you leave, and you can come back for the evening ascension
Oh,
or for the
great.
evening concert. So you'll get twice the fun. So that's my advice to people after 28 years of doing this.
What?
Come early, come often. Come July 23rd to 25th to New Jersey Lottery Festival Ballooning, where things are looking up.
They're always looking up with you. I know that. They have to, right?
API, assume positive intent, Cass.
Yes.
and things will
Howard, what I
work out.
remember the couple of times I've gone up is the peacefulness. Once the balloon is up there, all you hear is the, the firing to heat up the balloon envelope. But you're just standing there and you're looking at the whole world beneath you and in front of you, and you see balloons around you, especially if you go up during the main event, around the evening time, which is what time is that again?
6:30 in the morning, 6:30 at night. You have a 360-degree view because there's nothing blocking you. There's just some stanchions, thin
Right.
stanchions holding up the burners. But and all the other advantage, which I didn't even get into, of going up during the festival, is that there's a competition. So the first, it's called a hare and hound. The first balloon, maybe it's a New Jersey lottery balloon because anything can happen in Jersey, goes
Yeah.
up, goes out about half hour to 45 minutes, drops or puts out a 20-foot X. That's the hair of the balloon. All the other balloons are the hounds. They have to get as close to that X as possible. And it's $15,000 that we put up for in cash, $3,000 for each of 5 flights, $15,000 for the pilots. And it's scored from, you throw a numbered beanbag as close to the center of that X as you can. And the first 15 competitors in each flight. But you are actually in the balloon while the pilot is getting close, and there's no steering wheel, as you know, in the balloon, Kaz. So the pilot at different altitudes, the winds go in different directions. So a skilled pilot is trying to get into that altitude, into the direction of the wind that will get him as close to that X as possible. So, a lot of people have said, well, will the pilots share, that prize money with the passengers? That's an individual thing. Good luck, passengers trying to get their money from the pilot, quite frankly. It hasn't worked for me yet. But you will get some champagne at the end of the trip, so that's cool. So, no, it's pretty wild. It's like being in the huddle at a football game, watching the quarterback, give the play out. It's like being on the pitcher's mound in baseball when the manager comes out of the pitching coach telling the pitcher what to do. So, no, it is a very cool experience being in a hare and hound and rooting your pilot on because he'll be more liberal with the champagne if he wins that competition.
I think you should have some champagne right now because you got a little dry throat, it seems like.
You noticed that. I actually have champagne right over there, but I didn't want to drink. What I do have here, you wanted a prop? I don't know if you can see this, but it's a.
Oh, great. Let me see
You see
that.
what that is?
Oh, yeah.
It's a
Natural hot air.
can. It's a can of hot air. So I'd be happy to sell you some hot air, Kaz. But no, people make jokes that I sell hot air for a living. But look, I do. And
You do?
if you love what you do, you never work a day in your life. And if you speak to the rest of my team here, they'll tell you I've never worked a day in my life. But I know you're busy and I'm busy. So I really appreciate the time today, Kaz. July 23rd to 25th, balloonfestival.com. And if you buy tickets for the concert, you buy a seat, but you only need the edge. So, come on out and check out because things are looking up this summer at the New Jersey Lottery Festival Ballooning.
That's beautiful. So, Howard, how'd you enjoy this casual conversation? Was it casual enough for you?
It's always casual, Kaz. You make it so easy. You just throw me, lob it up, and if I can't hit it out, I don't deserve to be doing this. So no, it's been fun. It's always fun talking with you, Kaz. We've been doing this for 20-something years. Like I said, I think we were both 12 when we started doing this. You still look
11.
young.
I was 11, Howard. You were 12.
I was 12. Okay. I still, you look young. I don't know what happened to me, but,
You look great. Come on.
grass doesn't grow on a busy street, they tell me. So we'll
I
see
don't know
what
where you heard
happens.
that. There was no grass on that street, or I don't know what that means. But I like the way
I heard that somewhere. You have to come up with these slogans when you get older, but age is just a number. And as
Okay,
long
your
as
sentence.
and balloons make me a kid, they bring out the kid in everyone. And as you can see, they've certainly brought out the kid in me.
I know. That's why I like talking to you because you're a kid at heart, and you're spreading good cheer from people around the world who come to see the New Jersey Festival of Ballooning.
New Jersey Lottery Festival Ballooning.
Oh, New Jersey. Excuse me. Take two. New
They're
Jersey
keeping
Lottery
and keep
Festival
the
of
lights
Ballooning.
on.
That's correct. They do, and I'm so glad you got a sponsor and able to continue the festival because I would never see that festival ending. I think I've been there from the beginning. And it's just beautiful that it's back this year, and it's great to see. So how would you describe in one sentence the Festival of New Jersey? Actually, not New Jersey, the New Jersey Lottery Festival of Ballooning.
It's a 3-day family-oriented celebration of the magic of ballooning.
Wow. It is magical. And I hope it continues for a long, long time because,
Thanks, Kaz.
and enjoy your great conversations. Anybody else you want, Howard? Okay. I give you total freedom to do that.
To do
Okay.
what now?
To enjoy casual conversations with anybody else in the world. All right.
I will tell everybody about this.
See you soon.